Once upon a time, by a sparkling pond, a mother duck sat patiently on her eggs. Soon, her eggs would hatch, and she was excited to meet her little ducklings. Crack! One by one, the eggs began to hatch, and out came the cutest little ducklings. But there was one egg, bigger than the rest, that hadn't hatched yet. When it finally did, out came a strange-looking duckling, gray and scruffy. The other ducklings whispered, "He doesn't look like us." The poor little duckling was teased by the others. They called him names like ugly and different. Even though his mother tried to comfort him, the ugly duckling still felt very alone. He swam all by himself in the pond, watching his brothers and sisters play from afar. Feeling unwanted, the ugly duckling decided to leave the pond and search for a place where he belonged. On a stormy night, the ugly duckling found himself cold and wet, hiding under a tree. He wondered, "Will anyone ever love me?" The next morning, he found a farmyard, hoping the animals there would be kinder. But the farm animals were just as mean. They teased him for looking different, and soon, he was all alone again. Winter arrived, and the ugly duckling struggled to survive in the cold, feeling lonelier than ever. One day, he found a small cottage. "Maybe here I will find warmth and kindness," he thought. A kind old woman welcomed him in and took care of him, but her hen and cat didn't like him at all. The hen clucked, "You don't even lay eggs." The cat sneered, "You don't catch mice." The poor duckling felt even more out of place. So, once again, the ugly duckling left, still searching for where he truly belonged. As the days grew colder, he found a frozen lake. He looked at his reflection and sighed, "Why am I so different?" But soon, the cold winter melted away, and spring arrived with the warmth of the sun. One day, the ugly duckling saw the most beautiful birds he had ever seen, swans gliding across the sky. Feeling hopeful, he swam toward them, but was scared they might not accept him either. To his surprise, the swans welcomed him with open wings, inviting him to join their group. He looked down into the water and gasped, his reflection had changed. He was no longer an ugly duckling, but a beautiful swan. At last, he realized that all along, he was never ugly, he had just been growing into something beautiful. With his new swan family, he flew through the skies, feeling happier than he had ever been. The ugly duckling had found his place, and he was never lonely again. Remember, we all grow in our own time, and sometimes, what makes you different makes you special.